Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for January 10th, 2023. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, will you call our next case?
In cause number 2021-0D00203, State of Texas versus Precious Walking Eagle. Announcement of counsel, please.
Javier Salcedo, Assistant District Attorney for the state, ready to proceed.
Cesar Lozano on behalf of Precious Walking Eagle, ready to proceed, Your Honor.
And we are scheduled today for a final hearing plea deadline. Mr. Salcedo, what is the rec in this case?
Currently, Your Honor, the recommendation is 12 TDC.
Okay, I think that has been the rec as far as I can remember. Mr. Lozano, I have Commissioner's Court ready for Friday. So what's going on?
Judge, what's been happening and what's happened in the last several judges conferences, we've been waiting for CPS records that we had not had access to before, not even the state. I actually just picked them up this morning. They called me yesterday that they were available, so I picked them up this morning. I would like some time to review that, Your Honor, before we move forward. This is, I think, crucial should we get into any kind of punishment evidence. But obviously, you know, I think everybody is aware that this is a difficult case. We're continuing to negotiate with the state. But as of now, Judge, if this is going to be a trial, I do need some time to review these records.
Mr. Salcedo, have you reviewed the records?
I've reviewed some of them, Your Honor, not all of them. It's have a banker's box full of CPS and medical records. So it is voluminous, Judge. So that's why it took a little bit of time to get everything downloaded into a file that not only Mr. Lozano, but also Mr. Montes could review.
When did the state review receive those records?
I think we received a full, go back to it. It was sometime in, I want to say sometime in December.
Okay, so it's around the holiday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I do recall all of that. We do have a backup date.
And Judge, just so the court is aware, we are negotiating. We are trying to resolve this case. I know that Mr. Lozano had countered, I believe, with 8 TDC for his client. And given the records that he needs to review, we're going to continue negotiating. So hopefully we can resolve it before the next trial date.
The only change then I need to make, Myrna, is that March 7th and 10th, I'm sorry, the March 10th backup trial, that needs to be specially set as well, irrespective of what else we have on that day, if there's another special setting. Not in custody, but still, I know this one has been outstanding for quite a while. And I did remember the records. So are the records, I gotta assume they pertain to the co-defendant as well, Mr. Salcedo?
Yes, ma'am. They were for both. The records are mostly for the child that was injured, but they pertain to both Jagger and Precious. So they pertain to both.
Okay, so then we can reset both, although let me see. We'll wait for Mr. Montes to take care. Mr. Lozano, you're good to go. We'll not see you on this case until March 7th. If something comes up with respect to those records that you need to have a hearing on, please don't waste time, because I think we can go on that March setting if this is the last thing that was outstanding. So thank you for your work. You're excused, Mr. Lozano.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, who's next?
Waiting on Mr. Serrano's client. Mr. Serrano, is your client in your office?
No, he's not.
Hmm.
And I haven't heard from him since our last hearing, Judge, at all.
Miss Carla, where are you? Miss Pineda. I thought we had a good report from probation on Mr. Avila has, and I thought if I read correctly, when's the last contact? Who can get in touch with Mr. Avila? Because it's a big deal to me that he hasn't been in touch with his attorney, although he received a very good report from probation. So I'm a little concerned.
Your Honor,
Mhm.
good morning.
Good morning.
You know what, the hearing is scheduled at 10:30. Let me get with his probation officer. 'Cause I think she was going to log on as well, and I think
Okay.
they're usually at each other. He's usually at her office. So let me
Okay.
reach out to her and tell them if they can log on, okay?